Hello, hello, hello. Candid moments with us here at the Global Empowerment Summit. It's always fun when Brian is in the studio. Hi, Brian.
Hey, Andrea. So wonderful to be with you.
Yes, all the time. We have these funny moments. I remember 3 years ago, we laughed together. We started the summit together. And here we are again celebrating the 3rd year. And we are also celebrating your 5th year. Wow.
Yes, 5 years of LinkedIn video and over 2,000 videos. It's crazy. It's time
Yes.
flies by.
I don't know how you do this. I mean, it's just like, do you watch sometimes like back? Okay, it was 5 years and I have these 2,000 videos and it was like, do you feel it like it was like 5 years? Because I don't feel that it was 3 years.
It's crazy. And in fact, I actually had put together a video that if we have time, I can share some of it. But it's sharing moments over the last 5 years. And most of them they're all the in-person moments. And, looking back, it's something that it's emotional. It's emotional because
It is, right?
it really is, because for so many reasons of the journey, because I never had been on video before. I didn't even know.
You wanna show these moments? I think that would be the best one.
Sure, I'd be happy to. So, if you,
I will bring it up. Is it the one with the people hugging?
It's the one with the red writing on it.
The red one. Okay, let me see. It's the big one. I will bring it up.
Where heroes touch our souls and give us hope.
No, the other one.
Okay, we'll check the other one because I see a hugging person. So
there you go.
It must be this one.
Yeah. This is the power of LinkedIn video. This is LinkedIn.
Love this one. Okay, this one too.
LinkedIn video. Oh my God, I'm following one of them. LinkedIn video.
Nancy, I saw Nancy. Oh, don't crash.
LinkedIn video. This is LinkedIn video. We got it. Shout out Saturday.
So nice, so nice. I have to remove because I think it's just stopping here.
Yeah, no, it's okay, and it's emotional.
It's
emotional. So many just truly incredible moments with so many truly incredible human beings, and the thing about that is that I found a voice I never knew I had. And I showed up and I found a family I never knew was there. And, you know, my first video on LinkedIn was about sharing my story for the first time with the world in front of, at that time, 500 million people. Now there's almost 1 billion people on LinkedIn. And sharing my being a 1.5-pound miracle baby that wasn't supposed to live, growing up with a neurological disorder, Tourette's syndrome, being weird and different and wanting to just blend in, and realizing that, you know, I needed to just be me, and that being me was a gift. It was a gift, and it was a gift that would help so many other people. And so after thousands and thousands of hours on video, getting comfortable being uncomfortable, it's literally been a life-changing experience, Andrea. And you know, when I talk about, and it's so funny because every time this happens, I'm like, wow, I'd love to meet that person. You know, that 7-time best-selling author, an internationally known keynote speaker, and the godfather and pioneer of LinkedIn video, and, you know, one of the world's premier live streaming and video marketing experts, and global award-winning shows, and Forbes and Thrive Global features, and it goes on and on. And I'm like, who is that? Like, I'd love to, I can't, it doesn't make sense to me that that's me. What makes sense to me is that video, all of those amazing human beings that I've had the just incredible honor to meet. And there's so many more, because through video chats, you know, that's where it all started. That's why those moments are so incredible, is because we had built so many amazing relationships on LinkedIn digitally. And then we got to meet in person. And it was like meeting your best friend in person for the first time.
And you are still so humble. I'm like, I just want to update the audience, like who is sitting next to me. So Brian Schulman is a 7-time first best-selling author and internationally known keynote speaker. So it's like 20 years of proven digital marketing experience, a CEO of Voice Your Vibe. So there's so many things that Brian is doing. He's just so humble not to say it out loud. I mean, 3 times top 50 most impactful people of LinkedIn. And yeah, I mean, impacting 1 billion business professionals. Just crazy ride. I think you put so much work in it, and I see you showing up every single week, and I'm also emotional just right now. Don't make me cry. So yeah, just
we'll cry together.
This morning is a crying morning. So yeah, it's like so emotional, and it's good to see other heartfelt people. That's why we are connected, and that's why we are together for the last 3 years, because it's just so aligned and so resonating with giving without expectations. You know, I think that's what's missing from the world. It's not about power. It's not about showing off. It's not about, you know, showing whatever we have. It's about giving, and then it comes to us. I believe it comes to us after. It's yeah, that's all about it. It's all about love and connections, right?
You and I are kindred spirits, and that's why we get along so well, because we're all about giving. And when you give without expectations, when you give with nothing,
the tissues.
Yeah, when you just give, you know, the most amazing things happen. It does come back, you know, full circle. And I share these stories in the best-selling books because it's a way for me to honor all of you. Like it's you know, I've never made a video unless I was inspired by something or someone, and that's my LinkedIn fam, because it's not genuine, authentic in me otherwise. Yes, Nancy, she has the most beautiful heart, you know, and we have experienced, you know, the beautiful thing about that video is that's global. I mean, yeah. I was in Canada, Australia, New York, San Diego, LA, you name it. Like it's taken me, Dallas, it's taken me all over the world. And because I got comfortable being uncomfortable, and I took the leap and I got on video, you know, in December, it'll be almost 2 decades I've been on LinkedIn every day. And it's, you know, if hi, Meenakshi.
Hi, Meena.
I mean, taking away, today we're talking about the power of LinkedIn. We're talking about media and marketing success. And I will tell you, all of the success that I have had for almost the last 20 years has come from, doesn't she have the best laugh? Has come from showing up on LinkedIn, from giving, like we're talking about, and just helping people to help people. I was helping Fortune 500 executives for years behind the scenes while I had a corporate job, and not asking for anything. I just wanted to help them because I saw the way they were showing up or weren't showing up, and they were sharing things with me and what they were doing. And I knew that there was a better way for them to do that and to help them because I had already been through all of that. Yes. And Andrea, you're so right. Just if we, the more love we share in the world, the better place we are going to be.
Yeah, I was telling to someone just yesterday, artists should rule the world.
Yes, right?
Artists are actually incorruptible. We are so amazed by our own art that no one can corrupt us. So if you tell me, it's
true.
We should change the world for the better. Give artists, give a patron as an artist, and then below all the artists, and then the rest.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Love is
and collaboration, right? Like incredible. I always say incredible things happen when we come together. And collaboration is one of the most incredible things you can do in life and in business, and especially on LinkedIn. You never know what you're going to have in common. Right? I mean, this is perfect. You talk about artists, right? I'm a musician. I've been a musician my whole life.
Yeah. I can always see whoever is heartfelt, made some music, danced somewhere.
And I've been dancing my whole life too. So
I'm sure.
Exactly right. And I'm all about examples. Okay. So, I had known of a few different people on LinkedIn. We had never actually talked. Some had, but some hadn't. And I had this crazy idea for one of our 2 Global Award weekly LinkedIn live shows. And it was, in my head, it was called LinkedIn Lip Sync Battle. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be really fun, but I want some like cool intro video. And I'm like, I don't know what this is going to look like or sound like, but we're literally getting ready. We're getting ready to start the show like in 2 days. And I reach out just on the fly. I'm like, I was talking to Nancy and I'm like, okay, we're going to reach out to Rachel Druckenmiller and Daryl Perry, Daryl Perry and D Money. And D Money is on the wheels. He spins. Daryl Perry raps. And I met Daryl Perry through a video he made on LinkedIn where he was rapping and mentioned me. And so we connected. Rachel Druckenmiller, I helped her get the courage to sing on LinkedIn. And she is like just shining brighter than anything. She's so incredible. And D Money, I knew from another friend of ours, Reggie Waterman, who had another show on. So again, small circles, right? And so anyway, I got them together and we got on the phone on at Sunday night at 11 o'clock. Okay. And within the next day, we got together music, lyrics, we collaborated on, and then Daryl Perry put the video together. The video that says LinkedIn Lip Sync Battle, it's really brief. Let's play that because I want you to see the power of LinkedIn fam coming together and what can be created.
This one is the lady, right? The pink shirt.
It says there's a woman with.
I don't see the shirt, but I will bring it up and let's see.
Yeah, you got it. That's it.
This is what's good Wednesday. LinkedIn Lip Sync Battle. La 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 la.
You'll notice the music.
La 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 la. LinkedIn Lip Sync Battle. La 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 la. This is what's good Wednesday. It's LinkedIn Live, and I feel alright. The party's here, voice your vibe tribe. So I reach for the mic and I pick it up. Vibing to the rhythm of my heart and my luck. It's alive cause I'm ready. LinkedIn fam got the beat, say Brian, oh we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The positive I tried to Nancy and my pride. All the lip syncers are here to be so fly. Gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So lift up your heart and throw your hands up and let me hear the vibe tribe say, I'm kind of positive it's all because LinkedIn lip sync battle. Voice your vibe tribe like nobody does. LinkedIn lip sync battle. So all my vibe tribe, you got much flavor. LinkedIn lip sync battle. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back. LinkedIn lip sync battle.
Once upon a time, not long ago, B Showman made videos and I spit flows. Positive vibes is the brand you got. Social distancing so the lines were hot. When you hear comment, then leave a reaction. Voicing your vibe is the satisfaction. When you come through, please check the crew. With Rachel on the hook, you know how we're gonna do. D-Money on the wheels, me, I pen slay. Got you scream the hashtag, what's good Wednesday. Hey world, we're doing it live. If you like this here, you found your tribe. It's L-I, not I-G, or F-B. Custom made for business, not Etsy. Make sure that you heard like cattle. Let's go LinkedIn lip sync battle.
I'm kind of positive it's all because LinkedIn lip sync battle. Voice your vibe tribe like nobody does. LinkedIn lip sync battle. So
this literally happened. That's the end of it. This literally happened in the span of like one night. Like,
I love it.
How incredible is that?
I love the collaboration, the power of video, the power of putting it out there, the power of LinkedIn, connecting people. I think this is something that is so nice. And you were saying LinkedIn lip sync battle sung in the rhythm of Montel Jordan's. This is how
Yes,
you got it.
Rachel's like, okay, I'm feeling Montel Jordan, and then she started to write some lyrics, and then it was like we were collaborating on it, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
I love it. This is so powerful, and I think, and this is your work also. And I would like to go to the tips also after we celebrated all this and did all this party morning. Like, give us a lot of tips. What is applicable tips for people to get a bit more familiar with videos, to do better with videos on social media? Let it be LinkedIn, for example.
You got it. Now these are transmittable across all platforms, but LinkedIn focused, okay? You've got almost 1 billion business professionals on the platform, and anybody you ever want to do business with is there. All you have to do is show up and be you. That doesn't mean show up and talk about business. So we'll talk about that. You grow your business through connection with people, right? People do business with people they like, know, and trust. We have to show up for people to get to know you, like you, and trust you. All right. And collaboration is also an incredible way to spark opportunity to work together. All right. So I'm going to give you 5 quick tips to finding your voice and making an impact on LinkedIn. And yes, becoming one of the top LinkedIn video creators in the world. All right. And Nancy's going to put these in the comments. I love you. Thank you, Nancy.
Yes, thank you for the support. I couldn't do that. Brian is too intensive for me. I cannot do anything in the same time.
Well, you learn. Believe me, you learn. If you knew what we did behind the scenes of the show to make it work, you'd be like, how are you doing all those things? You're like an octopus. So, all right. Tip 1 is show up and be human. Now, I'm sure you're sitting out there and you're going, yeah, Brian, of course, I want to show up and be human. Why wouldn't I do that, right? But put the phone in front of your face and, you know, you're going to understand how it's not so easy to be like, what? And I know this because that was me. It was so awkward and uncomfortable. All right. But show up and be human. Remember that. Nancy Deborah's going to put them in the comments. All right. Tip 2, engage and support. These are so important. Like, this one is so incredibly important. If you did not get on video at all, this one is one of the most important things you can do. Engage and support, build community, and shine your light bright on others. Andrea, you were phenomenal at this. Okay, Nancy Deborah is phenomenal at this. I'm pretty good at it too. So shining your light bright on others is one of the most important things you can do. It's critical on any social platform. Okay. Tip 3 is create. I'm going to say something. I want you all that are watching this, either live or in replay, to listen to this, because it's so important. And it's something I had to learn too. You have a voice and a story that matters. And a voice and a story that will positively impact, affect, and inspire another human being's life by showing up and being you on video and by sharing stories. It is all about relatability. It's all about relatability. Now you're probably sitting there and going, okay, I'm in. Well, now what? What do I talk about? Right? So, okay, talk about what you're interested in. Talk about what you're excited about. Talk about what you're passionate about. And now more than ever, talk about what you're scared about in these times that we've been living in the last couple of years. All right? It's so relatable. It's okay to be vulnerable. We were both crying earlier. Okay? It's an important thing to realize. Vulnerability is powerful.
And it feels good, Brian. It feels good to relieve. I mean, relieving the emotion, I don't know whether it's good or bad. It's just good. It's normal. It's natural to feel
It is good. It's good because you're releasing it. That's really powerful.
Yeah.
But it's even more powerful because you're doing that and you're showing other people that are sitting there feeling the same thing in silence to know they're not alone. My very first video, all the love, support, and encouragement I got, it changed my life. Because again, being weird and different, I realized was not a bad thing. It was a good thing. Okay. I recently announced on LinkedIn that I'm in the middle of a divorce. That was the hardest thing for me to put out there. I have a son who's at Princeton, a daughter who's at Berkeley. You know, it's very hard being dad. Like this is hard. Okay. But I put it out there because I knew that my LinkedIn fam would be there for me, that they have my back. And man, did you all show up for me. Just there's no words. There really are no words. Okay. So 60 seconds or less is your best friend. Okay. You can say a lot in 60 seconds. Now, if you're nervous, start a video journal. 1 video a day for 30 days. I'll explain to you why. All right. But record yourself on video for 30 days. This is about getting comfortable being uncomfortable, because when you do, that's when you learn, that's when you grow, and unbeknownst to you at the time, that's when the magic happens. And you will look back in reflection and say, wow, what a time of growth I went through, and I didn't even realize it. So when you have those moments, and they will happen a lot, that you feel really uncomfortable, as you're making those videos, I want you to think of me on your shoulder saying, you're growing right now. Keep going, and you got this. Those moments where you, and honestly, not just on video, those moments where you are feeling uncomfortable, you feel like your life is turned upside down, I want you to remember me sitting there going, this is a very powerful moment, and you are growing right now, and you don't need to know why you're going through what you're growing through. You just need to know you're supposed to. Smile, laugh, cry, scream at the world, and just know it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So, number 1, it gets you in the habit of picking up your phone, smiling, because the first second of the frame of your video, if you're not editing it, is what is seen when you post it, hitting record and talking to yourself. Now, these videos, it does not matter how long the videos are. These are for you, right? So the point is getting used to the motions, whether you're happy, sad, mad, glad. Maybe you don't want to make the video. Great. Tell yourself that. I don't want to make this video. Get emotional about it, right? Because it will happen again, and it will happen again, and you'll look back, right? And you'll remember, I didn't think I could, and I did, and I can do it again now. Now, here's the other thing. Remember that the lens, okay, right here, the lens is where you connect with your tribe. I'm going to actually show you something real quick because, again, examples are important. Let me take my filter off. Is it off? Yeah. Okay. Take these off real quick. All right. Right now, I want you to look at my eyes. I'm looking at Andrea. Hi. All right. Now I want you to see the difference. Now I'm looking at the lens. You just connected with me. You felt that, right? So the lens is very important. It is a place where you connect with people. Now, if you keep looking at yourself, right, in selfie mode, you keep looking at yourself and you're sitting here going, oh, I can't look at myself. I have this problem. I'm like, I can't look at myself. And I'm looking over here and there and everywhere, and my eyes are everywhere. That's okay. Flip your phone over. Flip your phone over and paste a picture of someone here that makes you feel at ease. Your best friend.
Oh, I still love this tip. I love this tip.
Yes, your best friend, your partner, your fur baby. I mean, whatever it is, okay? And just remember that you're just having a conversation with a friend. Yes, it's a massive time frame. That's what we got it.
You may think research shows that humans' mental retention power is equal to a goldfish.
Oh yeah, it's totally true. It's a real nut. Like it's totally true. Okay. Now remember, we all start. This is really important. We all start from the same place, the beginning. We just start at different points in time. Okay, so remember, this specific exercise is for you. It's like writing a journal. I know Nancy Deborah loves to write in journals. This exercise is to help you get comfortable being comfortable in front of the camera. The exercise is in the motions, picking up your phone, smiling, hitting record, keep smiling, wait 2 seconds, and go. Because again, the very first second frame of your video is what people see. And when you're scrolling through your feed, would you rather stop for someone like, well, you might, because you're like, why does he look like that? Or would you rather stop for someone who's like,
I love the thumbnails. I'm laughing so much when I put up my YouTube videos or IG. And
yeah, right? Exactly. But that's not gets people to stop, right? You're like, hey, right? So the process of making one video a day, this is why it's important. However long the length is in your video journal is key, because it gets you in the motion of taking those steps we talked about above. And you will start to feel a little less uncomfortable. It's not about being comfortable. You're going to feel a little bit less uncomfortable. All right? Okay. So quick recap. Tip 1, show up and be human. Tip 2, engage and support, build community, and shine a light bright on others. Tip 3 is create. Remember, you have a voice and story that matters, and you will inspire others by showing up and being you. We talked about how, in terms of your vibes, by the way, those things we were talking about, like whatever gets you excited, whatever you're passionate about, forget business, anything, music, dancing, comedy. You love to read books. You have fur babies. You love riding horses. Whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, those are your vibes. Those are your lanes of content. Okay. Tip 4 is be consistent. Be consistent. Andrea, can you pull that last comment up? I actually didn't read it.
Which one, Chen?
Chen.
Or Jagetis?
Yes. Yeah, and I'm going to share something with you at the end of this too, which is just really important and why I did what I did the way I did. So tip 4 is be consistent. Consistency is key to success in anything. It's key to success in anything. Create a content calendar and a strategy to create a level of consistency that works for you. I say for you because what works for Andrea works for me. We're crazy. Will be different than what works for someone else. Okay. Find a groove that works for you and go with it. You can always increase that. You can decrease that. There is nothing wrong with any change that you make in your process, because it's always the right choice because you made the choice. Okay. And when you show up consistently, your tribe knows when you're going to show up. So for example, if you decide, hey, I'm going to make one video a week, I'm going to post it every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific. Great. Be consistent in that. You can't control the algorithm. You, however, can control when and how you show up. And when you do that and you do it consistently, you go, hey, it's Wednesday. Brian's got a video he's going to put up at 6. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that. All right. The last tip is tip 5, which is.
I just love Nancy's
yes,
comments.
Totally right. And that's okay too. That is okay. Right. Tip 5 is collaborate. We just showed you an example of that. Right. Incredible things happen when we come together. That's why you collaborate. All right. I've been on LinkedIn every day for almost 2 decades now. I found a voice I never knew I had through video, and I showed up and I voiced my vibe, and I attracted a tribe that I didn't know was there. And I got on LinkedIn video and I found something inside of me that I never knew existed, and sharing very personal stories from my heart so that you could get to know who I am. Gabe. That's what it's all about. What I was going to tail end here was every video that I made for the large length of time, of course, across the course of yes, Nancy Deborah, across the course of 5 years, I made with like an iPhone 7, an iPhone 8. I may have had a 6 at one time. I had the most technological challenges you could put. If you knew what I actually had to go through, not only to make the videos, but to post them, between LinkedIn crapping on me because I couldn't post on desktop or having trouble on mobile, I was sending it into the cloud any which way possible. I would wake up at 5 a.m. to post my videos religiously. And no matter what, I would make sure that it happened. So I just want you to understand. The other thing is this. I learned about different apps, video editing apps. This is where I actually started to have fun.
Which is just to stop you for 1 minute, like what is the best one, the easiest one for beginners to do? Because there are so many, we all know.
So many. I started with an app on my iPhone called Clips. My dear friend Amy Blaschka had been making a bunch of videos way back when. And I'm like, okay, Amy, I see you making videos. Help a brother out. How are you doing this? I don't even know what these are. Like, and she's like, okay, it's really easy to use. You just download this thing called Clips. It's free. And, you know, you make your video in there. It'll do captions. You can put stickers on there. There's some music if you want to play around with it. I'm like, okay. So I made my first video with that. And then the coolest part was I started to see my fellow creators that were making videos, right? And I would be like, hey, that is super cool. How did you do that? And they're like, oh, I use this app, right? So I go and learn how to use another app. And I was spending hours and hours figuring this stuff out, but I was having fun. It wasn't about how long it was taking me. It was about the fact that I was having fun in it. And then I'm like, well, I really like what I can do in this app, but I can't do it here. Well, that kind of sucks. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute. You download your video once you have
did it with one app and then you upload it in another app. Wow.
I did. I took that video and I uploaded into another app, right? And I would take 4 apps to make one video. But it was so cool because I would have all these really cool things. Like, again, I'm a creator by nature, right? And I love telling a story. Music shares emotion, you know, gifts and all these things. It's truly amazing. And there's so many apps that have come out, right? But I'm a big fan of an app called Quick. It's a GoPro app. It's Quik. There's so many different apps to do different things, and they've evolved over the years. But yeah, if you're just getting started, Clips is a great one. Quick is a great one.
Something for Android, maybe, if they're Android users, because
yes. Now, if you're Android, and I have this note I had put together years ago because people were asking me that, and I just basically made a laundry list of all the apps I use, and I got feedback from people on Android. I'd have to find it. But Nancy makes a really, really important point. If I had been able to at the time save all the outtakes from all my videos, I would have thousands and thousands and thousands of videos. The problem was I didn't have the storage space at the time. Keep your, and what, by the way, when we say the word outtakes, what we're talking about is what you would look at and go, your screw ups, right? You're making your video and you're like, and crap, I just messed that up. Or I didn't say something right. And just laugh at yourself. The best thing you can do is laugh at yourself. It's the most amazing thing ever. I cannot wait to hug you in person, Gabe. Seriously, I'm going to jump on your back and hug you and like a boa constrictor.
Jump on you like he did in the video.
Yes, that's what happens. I'm a little guy, so I'm fun size, as Nancy Dever said. So, yes, but save your outtakes because, by the way, your outtakes will be videos that you'll want to share. You will be inspired to do that. And you're sitting here going, well, wait, why would I want to show my screw ups? You know why? Because when you share that final product video, it's your final product. It's polished. They don't see all the things it took you, all the takes it took you to make the video. You want to share that stuff. Why? Because it makes you human. And it lets the other person know on the other side who's been doing the same thing or is thinking about it going, I'm going to screw up, to know, hey, you know what? No, you're not screwing up. You're human and you're sharing those moments. And that is so, so incredibly powerful.
It's important today with all these things, mental issues going on. I think that's the most important thing, to show that filters can be used. You can be polished for a nice photo for your marketing, but at the end, there is also the real human behind, struggling and Yesterday I had a big shutdown on my whole YouTube channel. Everything was black, and I didn't know whether I was live or not. And I was like restarting everything, and okay, reschedule. So it can happen. We are all doing these kind of things in the backstage, and it's you who are struggling. Yes, we are exactly the same. We are stressing out about these things, but then we
so
solve
much.
it.
If you guys knew, by the way, if you had any idea what it took Andrea to put together this incredible, like truly incredible 6 weeks, you have no idea. You're talking like over 300 international speakers from 60 countries, 35 interactive days, 300 hours of broadcasting live, 500 hours of valuable content, 10 panel discussions, 9 master classes, 35-day boot camp with 9 2-hour sessions, on and on and on and on and on. She's doing this herself. And all the people that are volunteering to help be a part of this, right? But she is the mastermind, behind all of this. Right? Yeah. Like, it's amazing. But Andrea, you, like me, understand the incredible power of what happens and the incredible things that happen when we come together. People giving from their hearts because we want to help other people learn. Why? Because we did not get to where we are alone. We had people send the ladder down for us to help lift us up. And you've got to do the same thing. You have to send the ladder down. It's so important. So important. So
I'm still loving it for the 3rd year, and I'm already planning the crazy thing next year, live in-person event. So it will be bigger and better, and we can all hug each other, and we do all those videos that you did for the LinkedIn for the Global Empowerment Hub. So hugging each other in person.
Cannot wait. So a few calls to action. Number 1 is every single one of you watching us live or in replay. You can come join me and my co-host, my partner in crime, Nancy Deborah, on one of our 2 global award-winning live shows that are seen in over 120 countries across every channel, including Roku TV, Amazon Fire, Pod TV. It's everywhere. All right. Shout out Saturdays every Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Yep. Nancy Deborah's putting it up right now. Right there. Yep.
Just to have someone like this. Good team. Shout out to
teamwork makes the dream work, right? It totally does. So that is number 1. You can come join us as a guest live on the show, either Saturdays 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, or Wednesdays 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, for some fun. And I say fun because a lot of people look at live streaming and go, "There's no way I'm going to do that." Like, that's scary. There is an underlying tone to what we do and a purpose. The main purpose behind it is for you to not feel, it's like Pavlov's theory, ring the bell and this is you're going to associate fun to getting on camera, to getting on video live, to getting in and being with other people. It's all about fun. Literally, we get crazy, we have fun, we put on filters, we act like total lunatics. Yes, it's a good time. Let's do it. And seriously, that is what it's all about. It's just about having fun. You come on, you share the good happening in your world, the good you see happening in the world. We do social distancing together. And you come on Saturday and you share gratitude and love for those that have made a positive impact in your life. We dance together too. And we share about your favorite cartoon and cereal growing up. It's like being a kid again. Okay. Number 2 is start your video journal. We talked about that. Start your video journal today. 1 a day. Just hit record. Don't worry about anything else. When you're done, you're done. You'll know when you're done. All right. And number 3 is if you have not made a LinkedIn video, I am encouraging you and I am calling you out. Yes, social distancing. By the way, Greg, that came up during the pandemic. I'm like, social distance? No. Physical distance, social togetherness. How about social distancing? Yeah. Make your very first video on LinkedIn. All right. Don't forget to tag me, tag Nancy Barrows, tag Gabe Leal, so that we can be there to support you in your journey and bring LinkedIn fam with us to support you. The last things I want you to remember are this. Your smile is now your logo, for example, your logo, right? Your smile is now your logo. Your personality is now your business card. Okay. And how you leave people feeling after that experience with you, because it's all about the experience, whether it's live or native, which is pre-recorded video. Bill Bradford. Now that's your trademark. That
they want your blazer.
How can I get a blue blazer jacket like Brian Shulman?
You need to, Gabe.
I'll let you know, Gabe. And remember, Maya Angelou said it perfectly. People may forget what you say. They will never forget how you made them feel. Andrea, you were incredible at making people feel what you feel. And I'll leave you with this. It's time to voice your vibe. And I can't wait to support you in your journey and to see each and every one of you fly. So I hope that each and every one of you and your families near and far are staying safe around the world. I am sending all my positive vibes to each and every one of you. And, I would love to connect with each of you. I'll be connecting with all of my fellow speakers through the summit. You got to give me some time, though, because I got to make sure I don't get put in LinkedIn jail for too many connections getting sent out. But, I would love to connect with each of you. Please send me a personalized invite when you send the connection request on LinkedIn that says, you saw me speak at the Global Empowerment Summit 2022. And I'm going to put this up on screen as well, so that you can see. Actually, I should remove that because then you won't see it. There's a QR code on the screen. If you pull out your phone and scan that QR code, it will take you to our link tree. Nancy Deborah is my Chief Engagement Officer at Voice Your Vibe. You will find our link tree and all the socials. You'll find the best-selling books as well, which you can get. Swag, we're actually updating that right now, so you see everything says sold out, but we have some really, really cool stuff coming out. Wow, Nancy Deborah, you're amazing.
Yeah. I'm just like,
incredible.
Okay,
See, this is why Nancy Deborah is known as the Queen of Engagement, you guys. Also a top 50 most impactful people of LinkedIn, and she's about to write her very first book. She's doing a keynote next weekend. She's got multiple keynotes coming up, featured speaker engagements. She's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. So thank you for making me feel so welcome, always, Andrea, and each and every one of you. It's so wonderful to be with all of you. Oh my gosh, you have strep throat. Oh my gosh, strep throat is terrible. Gabe, drink tea. Get honey. Put honey.
Honey.
And yes, and then no speaking. To be with each and every one of you is amazing. And Gabe is incredible as well. I met Gabe through LinkedIn video. Gabe started posting on LinkedIn about our interaction. And he's just an amazing soul. And he's crazy.
Yes, he is. Look at this one.
Yeah, Gabe has never been live before. He's been on our show so many times for the very first time, and it's amazing. Yeah, so again, you're incredible. You can do this, all right? Remember, every step matters. Every step matters. And all you have to do is just start. And remember that if you fall, you're not alone. And remember that falling backwards is the same as falling forwards, because you're moving. Motion creates emotion. You may have to fall back a few times because there's something down here you're supposed to see that you haven't seen yet. But believe you me, every fall is growth, no matter what direction you're heading. And send the ladder down. Help other people when you have learned, and help other people learn. Don't be so concerned about, no, I can't give this away. I'm giving away my time and my money. Time is the most precious thing that we have. We all know that over the last couple of years, more than ever.
Yeah, this is true. I'm always saying what Nancy says. Like,
yes.
There's no shortcut. You have to work on it. There is ups and downs. We are humans, so it's not like you just here and then magically you are appearing and you will be someone famous, successful and sexy. It's not like that. It doesn't work with health, with your brain, with your mindset, with nothing.
No, it doesn't. And there's no shortcuts. You have to. You got to do the work. right? Whether it's masterminds, whether it's one-on-one coaching with executives and C-suites, I tell them all the same thing. Like, you got to put in the time. You got to do the work. You can go hire someone to help you make videos and all that. But just like the old agency world, it's like saying, hey, I've got a project. I need this. Great. It's going to cost $1 million. And here's the date it'll be done. And here you go and bye-bye. What do you really walk away from? You walk away with nothing. You haven't learned anything. The most valuable thing is time and knowledge. If you learn how to, you will feed yourself for the rest of your life in business. I am literally proof. It's the most incredible gift you could ever have, which is why I don't work with people who aren't going to put in the work. And that's okay. But the ones that do, Nancy Deborah is a perfect example. She's flying. It's amazing, and you will feel it. And that moment that you do, when you realize the gifts that you have, the voice that you have. And by the way, if you feel really uncomfortable talking about yourself like I still do and did from the beginning, just remember this. You sharing your story and your voice and your struggles and all the things, it has nothing to do with you. It's not about beating your chest. Love you, Flat Billy. It's not about beating your chest. It's about sharing it so that because there's someone else out there that is going to benefit from your story. You don't have to go through the experience they went through. You just never know. You never know what's going to happen when you show up and share.
Show up and share and feel the others. I mean, listening to other story with a whole open heart. I think that's also something that will trigger you, like to, I don't know how many ideas, inspiration, just a better feeling, a better mood I got just because I was listening to other people's stories throughout these last 3 years. I mean, listening to 400 of you. We will do a book next year, 365 empowering story with all this.
I love it.
Because I reached the number, but listening to these stories from all of you, how you struggled and where are you today, and some of you just starting up and I give you a stage, and some of you are already there and you empower me. I mean, this is kind of like a circle that is just so empowering. It's just an upward circle for everyone who is inside. And that's what the world should be like. Don't worry. I mean, just uplift without expectations, and then you will be also uplifted because of the networks that you're building, the real network, the deep connections, powered with love and real intentions, good intentions.
And Andrea, you mentioned something really important, right? It's those experiences. Like I had a friend who showed up on video in his car years ago, and he had sunglasses on, and he didn't usually do that. And he said that. He's like, I know I don't usually have sunglasses on, but I don't feel like I can get through this video if I don't keep these on. And he was talking about, this is how crazy the universe is. He was talking about his mom that had breast cancer. And he was crying while he was talking about this. And I'm on the other end of the video. I happen to catch it in my feed and I'm bawling. Why am I bawling? Because my mom had breast cancer at the time. What are the chances of all the things you would see in your feed that you would stop and see that? I called him and I literally could not get the words out of my mouth. I was so choked up, and I you know when you're crying, like, and it's, or right before you're about to cry, your whole throat kind of closes up and you just can't get it out. And I eventually, I hit a number on the phone so he knew I was there. And I'm like, Aaron, my dear friend Aaron Hennig, I'm like, man, you have no idea how much I needed to see that, because I did not feel that way. I didn't allow myself to feel that way through this experience. And at that moment, I lost it. And we talked for like an hour and we cried and we laughed. And it was so empowering. His video empowered me to know that it was okay to feel that and that I wasn't alone. And that is impact. And that's what each and every one of you can have. You just gotta open up your chest and let it flow.
I think it's showing up for yourself and showing up for others. I think this is what matters the most, because once you do that, once you learn to do it, then it will be easy. It just becomes part of your life, and it's just, okay, I'm doing it. I have fun. Bob told me yesterday, Bob Hui, like, Andrea, I see you like to have fun. I'm like, yeah, I mean, you couldn't do this without fun. I mean, last year I was sitting here in front of the computer for 220 hours.
I'm
it's
serious.
and it's extreme determination that you need, and you have to have fun, otherwise you go crazy, right?
Yeah, I still have no idea how you did that. Like, I mean, you didn't sleep. You're like, no, I'll take a vacation. I'll be okay. I'm like, you're gonna explode. Like, yeah.
I was sleeping after for 1 month.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I think you showed up and you look like this. You're like,
Yes,
I'm
I am.
losing my hair. I don't know what to do. Everything's crazy. But anyway, I love all of you. I'm excited for each and every one of you. You've got this. No, you're not alone. We're here to support you. And yeah, just start.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was such an amazing morning. It always makes me happy and fun to watch you and all these filters and what's going on. I think for Malaysian time, for all the people who are from Singapore and this part of the world, for you, this is the Wednesday morning, Wednesday evening for you, Thursday morning for us, which is perfect to chip in because it's a good timing. For you, it's 6 a.m. For us, it's 9 a.m. in the morning. So if you want to watch, it's already in the calendar of the summit. And I will share the links every single week, scheduling events every Monday, Tuesday. So you will see Brian's Voice Your Vibe for Thursday morning up in the calendar. So join in and experience the fun.
Yeah, join Nancy, Deborah, and I and the entire Positive Vibe tribe. Once you join us, you're with us forever. Like we're all about sharing the love, or as Nancy Deborah says, lerv, and bringing people together. So if you were inspired, by the way, if you're watching and you're inspired, you're live, tell us that you're inspired. If you're catching this in replay, put it in the comments while you're watching and let us know if you were inspired. And because honestly, my why is to inspire one person a day, and it has been for almost 2 decades on LinkedIn. And I have yet to.
And you do.
All right. So much good. Have a wonderful rest of your morning in Malaysia. And for those of you where it's almost 8 o'clock in Pacific time and 11 o'clock Eastern, have a wonderful night and keep joining. There's so many incredible talks that take place over the next 6 weeks. You will be consumed with so much amazing knowledge that you can apply and impact your business in a way you never thought was possible.
Thank you so much, Brian, for coming. Always appreciate you showing up for me, and I'm really thankful for everything what you do for others. And it's always good to be with someone who is having the same heart, empowering others, no matter what it takes.
I'm so glad I can support you, Andrea. Thank you for the gift of our friendship.
Of course, and I will hug you also. We will dance. Actually, I want to see you.
Oh yes.
I want to go to San Diego and we will dance there.
Awesome. Yes, or we'll come to Malaysia next year.
Yeah, that's true. Next year to the live summit. Let's play your last video. We have one more video that we didn't play.
Yeah, you got it. This was created by Daniel Hall. He creates the most incredible things. He's one of the founders, along with Nancy Deborah, of a company called Peekaboo, which you'll learn more about. However, Daniel creates videos. I didn't even tell him. He did this on his own. He showed up with his kids. This guy is amazing. He is a foster dad to the most incredibly gifted children. And he brought his son Parker, and it really impacted him. And he's like, I want to do something. What can I do for you? Because what you've done for me and my family, I can never explain. And he made this video. Just wow. So yeah, we can play that.
Let's play this, and then I'm thanking for you for being here, and see you again on Thursday next week at the Voice Your Vibe Wednesdays. I really love them. So guys, tune in and let's watch this video, and then
and join us in the green room to share your story, your family, and your fur babies. Join Brian Schulman and the chick with the tool belt, Nancy Barrows, for full force funness.
you've ever seen a Marvel movie, you totally get that video.
Yes, exactly. I was like, okay, I will watch now. I will, okay, after today, I will binge watch one of the Marvels.
All right. Well, have a wonderful Halloween too, wherever you are around the world. We had an incredible episode this morning, Pacific time, as well as the one on Wednesday. If you want to laugh, watch those shows. It was
Go and watch the Halloween edition. I was tuning in for a while. Yeah, it was fun. I love the Dracula and all this. And we will have a networking event every Sunday at the summit. So if you would like to join in, just go to the website globalempowermenthub.com, and then you see the calendar, and the Zoom link is already there. So you just have to click on it on Sunday evening from 9 p.m., 9:15 p.m. Malaysia, Singapore time. Join us. We will give us some awards for the best dresses and the best background. So it will be a spooky night, networking with all the people joining the summit and the speakers. So see you there, guys. And thank you so much, Brian, for being here.
All right. Have a great one.
Bye-bye.
Hello. As we lead up to the third Global Empowerment Summit, my name's Stephen Taylor, and I've been involved in each one. I'm looking forward to meeting more of you this year. It's all about learning, growing, sharing experiences as a collective, meeting people from all different continents from around the world, sharing experiences and understanding how we can grow together. So go ahead, grab your tickets, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Hi there, I'm Jai Narayan. Now, why should you join the Global Empowerment Summit 2022 this year? Because, as they say, the human mind, once stretched with new experiences and learning, never regains its original dimensions. So come, join us, stretch your hands, stretch your legs, and most importantly, stretch your minds. I'm going to be there. I will hope to see you too. Bye for now.
Bye, Brian.
Hi everyone, guess what? The third Global Empowerment Summit is coming in just a few months. Have you booked your seats yet? Have you? If you haven't, the time is now. Because remember guys, opportunities don't just happen, do they? We need to create them. So level up right now, book your seats and join me and the rest of the speakers. Come for the amazing content that is going to help you rise up and impact others. And stay for the amazing friendships you're going to make. The networks you're going to build, not just locally but globally. See you guys there. Bye!
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Nancy and Brian, for being here. It was an amazing morning session with both of you. And thank you for those who were watching, Jagatis, Alchan, Yuva, and Greg, and all the people who tuned in. It's just amazing to have all this love together on the screen. I think it's also a lot to watch in the morning, us crying and everything. But I think it was so much fun. And I always love to have Brian in the show because he's just amazing as he is. And Nancy is there for him all the time. So this is a super team. I saw them coming together. I saw them just joining after they changed the setup for the show. And I think this is such an amazing match that they are doing an amazing job. The team, how they support each other. You saw all the comments. I still have to learn how to do that because I still cannot do that. To do all these, I guess Nancy is writing them in advance. And then it's popping up, or she's like a superhuman typing so much. So until I'm waiting for the next guest, I just would like to tell you a little bit more about what's happening. So we have an amazing game going on. So please make sure that you are playing with us. So you will see now in this scrolling bottom that we have a link where you can click and then you can go and play with the game. Every Friday and Saturday we are updating the link with the new questions. And please don't forget, give always the same email address, because if you give those email addresses, then the same email address will collect the points. Although if you give another one, then your counting starts from the beginning. So play the games, answer the questions, and after the end of the summit on the 27th of November, we will announce the winner, and you can win very, very big prizes, like $1,500 prize for coaching packages that we prepared for you. Please, please, please play the game. Here it is. You can see it in the link, and make sure that you are coming and showing up during the sessions, because that's also counting. So we love engaged people and engaged audiences. Next up will be Aaron. I am waiting for him in the studio, so let's see. And then after that, we will have other sessions coming on. I'm so happy to have you here, guys, and I'm really happy to do this for the third year. You know that this is as Marian said, a job that, it's a crazy job to sit here and to give all this and to prepare all the background work, to bring the speakers from all international speakers from all the time zones together. We have again more than 30 countries participating. Everyone is volunteering. It's something that you have to make happen, because otherwise it's not happening. So I'm super happy, and thank you so much, Jack, for supporting. Thank you, Elle. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Greg, that you were here. Thank you for all of you, Yuva, Bill, for showing up, for Brian, and for being here this morning. For the next step, we will have the first bootcamps. Let me just show up how many different bootcamps are coming up on every Sunday of the summit. So I will show the video which will show you all the speakers, high ticket coaches who are coming in, volunteering and doing this job. And in the meantime, you can also support their work with a little bit of contribution, so that we can also be two ways, and for everyone it's a win-win. So check this out. You can also sponsor others to join in, just like that happened. Jeff and Alaya, they are sponsoring students and other people who cannot afford it to come and join us. And I'm really, really happy to have them here. So tomorrow is today is the first day that we will have the bootcamps at 4 p.m. We will have Roland, who will teach you about pitching. Roland is the founder of a startup which just got an investment from Singapore. So he already knows how to pitch and he knows how to win. So tune in for this bootcamp from 4 p.m. Malaysia time. And then 7 p.m. if you are a coach, or if you would like to be a coach, or you are thinking about creating online courses, then Veronica Usi is coming, and she will teach you the tips how to create online courses and create courses that people really love to participate in. So these are the two bootcamps. If you don't have your ticket yet, we are also having a promotion. So I will just give you a little bit of help here, how you can access these. I created a coupon code because to explain how and why these bootcamps are paying and why is it not for free, because just as Brian said, putting together a summit like this, doing it all alone, it costs time and money. And that's something that I wanted to show to you, that all of this, I'm happy to give it, but I'm also happy if you can support the vision. And also with this contribution, with the tickets, you are also supporting the speakers who are spending 2 hours and giving all their value for you in the special closed up Zoom bootcamps, which you can only access through the special invitation once you pay the tickets. So here you go. We also opened the opportunity, because a lot of you were telling me I may not Amy can come for all the Sunday classes, but I would like to attend some. So I created individual tickets on the website. If you go to globalempowermenthub.com, and then you can get with this coupon code more than 50% off from the tickets for the individual classes starting today from 4 p.m. and from 7 p.m. So pay it forward, guys. Come and support us and also support the speakers. And you can also, just like Jeff and Elia, support someone else to come who you think would benefit from the classes. We still have the bundle also. If you still think that you are free on the next 5 Sundays and you would like to do the 9 master classes you just saw on the video, then join us and just come and enjoy and take the most out of these classes. These classes will not be live streamed, so that's the only thing. We are trying this system for the first time, so that we can create a self-sustainable summit system, and we can keep it for free for the virtual part of it, for all the interviews, but we will have a bootcamp that can help us to sustain the summit. So that's it. I'm all transparent in front of you, and I'm waiting for you to come and enjoy the bootcamps. And in the meantime, I'm coming back around 11:30 with someone else joining me in the studio. And we will have a fun time. We will talk about mental health, and then we will also have Greg here with an amazing new way of reaching people online. And then we also have the third speaker, who is Sam Maxton, who will also talk about why is it important to basically not just become what we want, but remain who we are. So keep your style and keep your personal brand. So see you guys in like 30 minutes. And then after that, I will be leaving for the bootcamp rooms from 4 p.m. and also 7 p.m. And we see you also networking event, guys. Tonight we will have a networking event, 9:15 p.m. You can see the networking link in your emails that I sent you as participants, or on the website already in the calendar. So just go to globalempowermenthub.com, click on the calendar link, click on the 9:15 p.m. tonight, Malaysia time or Singapore time, and the Zoom link is there. You just hop in. Make sure you are bringing your spooky Halloween background, and you can also dress up if you want. There will be some prizes for the winners who are dressing up the most spooky way for Halloween. So see you there. Bring your name cards, bring your electronic cards, bring your LinkedIn links so that you can take the most out of it and you can network with everyone being there. See you guys and have an amazing morning, and I will be back in around 30 minutes. See you.